about. Amen. And we can't do that. Amen. We've got to keep the holy place holy. Amen. That's what the Word of God is talking about tonight. Let the church be the church. Amen. And that's what he's talking about. Let's look around today in our world, what we're living in right now. Look around at the world, what we're facing, what we're going into. Amen. What we're looking at right now is because, my friend, the Christians have dropped the ball. Amen. We've got slack living. Amen. I'm not saying I'm preaching. You say, well, you preaching direct to us. I'm preaching to all of us. Amen. Because we all as a family, we all as a whole. Amen. Every one of us tonight, and we ain't careful, we drop the ball. Amen. To do what we need to do, to act the way we ought to act, present ourselves before God the way we ought to. Amen. We cannot allow Satan to move in us any which way to bring it in the church house. It'll pollute it. Amen. And when it pollutes it, it messes it up. Amen. It messes it up. Look what it says right here in verse 6. The Bible says, and our fathers, it said, have trespassed and have done, it said, and done that which is evil in the eyes of the Lord our God. Amen. And has forsaken him, and have turned away their face from the inhabitants, it said, the habitation of the Lord, and turned their backs. Amen. Church, we got folks today that's walked away on God. Amen. We've got folks today I know that used to be children of God, close children of God. Amen. I'm talking about was in there. Amen. But yet now they've turned their back, turned out and walked out on the Lord. Amen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Amen. And I'm not talking about Springhill. I'm talking about the church. Amen. The whole body, the church today, it's not what it used to be. Now listen, God's always the same. He was the same yesterday and today and forevermore. God's not changed. Amen. It's the people that change. Amen. It's what's happening is we get our eyes focused off of Christ, and we get our eyes focused in the world, and we see things that we ought not see, say things we ought not say, act upon things that we ought not act upon. Amen. And we find ourselves in the same place of turning our back on the Lord. Do you not know if we're not walking every day for the Lord, if we're not walking every day for Him, putting ourselves where it ought to be every day, we're going backwards. Amen. There's no mid-ground. There's no ground that we say, well, I'm going to stay where I'm at today. That's not God. With God, we got to be going every day forward. Amen. Every day is a new day. Every day is a day that we got to progress further, to go further in with God. Amen. And that's the way the churches are today. I'm telling you, we can look around and we see in our church and other churches and that we knew men of God, women of God, that was on fire, and all of a sudden the fire went out. Amen. Y'all seen that. Amen. But look what it says right here. He told them, and they turned their back on it. He said in verse 7, it said, and also they have shut up the doors of the porch, amen, and put out the lamps, amen, and have not burned incense, nor offered burnt offerings in the holy place unto the Lord, unto the God of Israel. Amen. I want you to look back at that verse again. It said they have shut the doors. How many of us know today how many doors of churches is closed down? Amen. In the last little while. Amen. Let's go back now. I understand I'm reading over here in the Old Testament. I understand I'm reading about what happened then. But church, we're living in this same thing going on today. Amen. Doors are shutting down. And you know what? They ought not be shutting the doors. We ought to be opening the doors. Amen. They ought to be more doors opening. They ought to be doors opening for true children of God to come in somewhere to worship. Amen. But these churches that's closed the doors. These churches on the verge of closing doors and all kind of things. But it's more, let me tell you what's so sickening about it. It's we close the doors on the church, but we'll open beer joints and liquor stores and everything else. But we messed up, ain't we? Amen. The world's messed up because why? We've turned our back on God. You say, well, preacher, I'm doing all I can do. Are we? I'm saying, I understand we're striving, we're trying, but my friend, let's not get slack at it. Amen. Let's not allow the world to mess us up. Amen. Let's keep our fire up. Do you not know the enemy is working at us, trying to put our fire? Do you not know he wants Springhill's fire to go out too? Amen. He wants Springhill's fire to go out. He's going to put a damper on everyone. And how's he going to start? He's not going to walk up in the church service and put it on everybody at one time. He's going to catch